Yes. In the last session, we discussed about how to extract the data from different file formats. That to extract the data from URLs, websites, extract the data from CSV files, extract the data from Excel files, from XML, that is extendable markup language, from JavaScripts, right? Now, before going to extract the data from different databases, right? It is better to know some knowledge on databases. Why? Because see, as a data scientist, right, mostly we have to read the data from various databases like MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle databases. Okay, like that, we have to extract the data from different databases, right? So, as a data scientist, right, we would we should be able to write a query to get database on various criteria from the database. As okay data scientist, we should be able to write a query to get database on various criteria from the database, right? A working knowledge of database and SQL is a minimum SQL is required to become a data scientist. So that purpose now we are going to take some of the sessions for this databases, having some knowledge on this MySQL or SQL Server database, how to manage and manipulate the data, right? Let us start our session. Let us start. What is data? First of all, what is a data? What is data, right? Is there any difference between data and information, or both are same? There is having some difference between the data and information. First of all, what is data? See, data is a raw fact. Data is a raw fact. What is raw fact? Raw fact means what? Whatever that we are having, characters, a collection of characters, numeric values, special characters, okay, or whatever the keys that we are having in our keyboard, all are comes under, okay, a collection of all these. It is called a raw fact. Getting my point? Whatever we input from the keyboard is known as data, right? See, data will not provide any meaningful statements to the user. Data will not provide, I will show an example, any meaningful statements to the user. For example, now I'm taking one of the some of the data I'm taking in the, it contains the collection of characters, special characters, okay, and the numeric values, right? Let us try to read those. EC at the rate MW 2 I'm taking LO1E something. It is a combination of all the characters. In this example, it contains the characters, special characters, special symbol at the rate is there, numerical values is there. Okay. Now, if you try to read this, okay, it is not giving any meaningful statements, right? It is not giving any meaningful statement. Even I try to read it, I'm not understanding that EC at the rate something, right? This is called a data. This is called data. Now let us observe the what is information. Information is nothing but the processing of the data. Is the processing of the data is called a information. Whatever the data that we are having right here, if we process this data, then it is going to call as a information, right? Now processing the data is called information. See here, information always provides meaningful statements to the user. Information always provides meaningful statements to the user, right? The same thing, whatever that we observe in the data, the same thing I'm going to process it. Now once observe here, once I done the process on the, okay, now try to read it. It is welcome at the rate 123, right? See, it is giving some information. It is giving some meaningful statements to the user. So that's why we are calling this is an information, right? The raw fact is called a data. The process of that data is called a information. That is the main difference between the data and information. Now let us discuss about what is a database. What is a database? See, a database is a collection of information that can be written in a predefined manner and saved at a particular location is called a database. What is a database? Database is a collection of information that can be written in predetermined manner and saved at any one of the particular location is called a database. It's called a database, right? Now we know what is data, what is information, and what is database. Now let us enter into our subject, that is okay, a database, a management, a system. What is the subject that we are going to discuss now? What is a database management system? That is what is a DBMS, right? See, a DBMS is a tool, okay, which can be used to maintain and manage the data in the database. Where we maintain, which can be used to maintain and manage the data within the database, right? Database management system, DBMS, right? DBMS is a tool which can be used to maintain and manipulate the data in the database. See, this DBMS is used for mainly for used for storing the information, accessing the information, that is getting the information, sharing the information, and it is also provides some security to the information. All right, these are the main uses of this DBMS. DBMS is used for storing the information, accessing the information, and sharing the information from one place to another place, and also it provides security to the information, and also it is going to provide security to the information, right? Now let us discuss the history of the database management system, right? When it is actually, what is the first model of the database model management system, okay, how it is started, what are the different models that we are having in this database management system, right? Now let us discuss about the models of DBMS. The models of database management system, right? In DBMS, it contains 6 models. DBMS contains 6 models. In that, first one is the basic model, right? At the time of 1950s, they developed this model. Why? Because before 1950s, there is no database models at the time. Manually, they are storing the data in the records, in the in the records, that is in papers. They are manually, they are writing the data. At the time of 1950s, okay, one of the first model that they developed, that is file management system, or also called as FMS. Like that, we are having 6 models in database management system. Now let us discuss the list of those 6 models. So first one is file management system. Next, second one is hierarchy management system, HMS. Next, third one is network database management system. Network database management system. A relational database management system, fourth one. Relational database management system, that is RDBMS. And fifth model is object relational database management system, that is ORDBMS. And last, sixth one is object oriented relational database system. Object oriented relational database management system, that is OORDBMS. Okay, these are the 6 models that we are having in database management system. These are the 6 models of DBMS. Now let us discuss one by one. First, what is a file management system? Let us discuss one by one. First, what is a file management system? Right? See, this file management system is the first model of the database management system. Okay, first model of the DBMS, which was designed and developed in the year 1950s. Right? File management system is the first model of DBMS, which was designed and developed in the year 1950s. What is the meaning? If they developed first model in 1950, means before 1950s they are storing the data, right, in a manually. They are storing manually in the records. Okay. Now in this model, the data will be stored in a sequential manner. The data will be stored in a sequential manner, means it is in a continuous stream of a character manner. Continuous stream of a character manner. Right? What are the main drawbacks in it? It is, see, whenever the data is going to store in the sequential manner, that is in a continuous stream of character manner, means that it doesn't contains any rows and columns. Whatever, how we are using the notepad, similarly at the time they are storing the data, right, in a continuous manner. If they want to separate the data like each cell, for example, a row wise they want to separate, or column wise they want to separate, they are going to use some of the delimiters like commas or enter case, like that. Based on that, they are going to store in a sequential manner, and that at the time we are having so many drawbacks. Right? Now let us observe what are the drawbacks that we are having, okay, in this first model, that is file management system. Right? Let us observe the drawbacks. See, the maintenance is very high. The cost of the maintenance is very high. Okay, to use this file management system at the days. Okay, it is costly in maintenance. It is costly in maintenance. Next, if you observe, see, manpower is also required more. It is not possible to develop with 2 or 3 members. Here we required so much of developers to develop this file management system, to work on this file management system. Here we required, these are all the drawbacks, right? Required more manpower. Time consumption also is there, right? Accessing the data in time taken process or time consume method. Time consume method. And also it is very difficult to maintain the large databases, right? It is difficult to maintain large amount of data. At the time there is no security. It is one of the drawback. No security for the data, and also it is not possible to share the information to the multiple programmers. It is not possible to share the information to the multiple programmers, right? Like that we are having so many drawbacks in the file management system. Okay, programmers are getting a late delay response, right? Programmer will get delay a response. Okay, these are all the some drawbacks that we are having in the file management system. Now let us observe the second second DBMS model. What is the second DBMS model that we are having? That is hierarchical management system. Hierarchy management system, right? This hierarchy management system is the second model of the DBMS. HMS is the second model of the DBMS, and which was designed and developed by IBM company. When they are developing one project, okay, they developed this hierarchy management system. Okay, at the time of developing one of the project in IBM, right, they developed this hierarchy management system. What is that project means? It is a information management system, that is IMS project in 1960s. At the time of developing, okay, they developed this hierarchical management system. Okay, see, by IBM company, when they are developing a project called as, that is IMS. IMS means is the information management system. Information management system in 1960s. At the time they developed this hierarchical management system. See, in this model, see, if you observe in the file hierarchy, file management system, in file management system, the data is stored in the form of sequential manner, right? Here, in this hierarchy management system, whatever the data that we are having, that data we are storing in the form of a tree structure. Tree structure means in a level manner we are going to store. How the tree structure is represented? It is first, it is root level, parent level, child level, leaf level, like that. Right? In this model, that data will be stored in the form of tree structure, or also called as level manner. Level wise it is going to store. Okay, in the form of tree structure, it is going to store. In this tree structure, the user has to maintain the following levels. What are the levels that we have to maintain? First, we have to maintain the root level. For databases, we have to use root level. For table names, we have to use the parent level. For column names, we have to use the child level. Like that, we have to follow levels, and then we have to develop the databases. Right? In tree structure, the user has to maintain the following levels of, okay, let us observe what are those levels. First, we have to maintain the root level. First we have to maintain the root level. This root level is going to represent database name. This root level represents the database name. Next, parent level will represent table's name. Child level represent column name of the table. Column names of the table. Next, leaf, last finally, leaf level will represent okay, the additional columns. So it's going to represent the additional columns. The main advantage of this model is to access the data from the location without taking much time. Why without taking much time means it is in the format of tree structure. First we will start at the root node and then we will go to the whether it is okay, and it will move to the column to some other level. Okay, based on this process it will take less time to find the locations of the data. Getting my point? The main advantage of hierarchical management system model is to access the data from the location without taking much time. Without taking much time we can access the data. For example, right now let us observe I am taking one of the tree structure. Okay, how they represented in the hierarchical management system. First it should be it is a root level. After that then they are going to take the parent levels. These are the parent level. The next level is going to represent the parent level. Next, child levels, and finally okay, they are going to represent the leaf levels. This is the leaf level. For example, from root level to parent level, from parent level to okay, a child level, from child level to leaf levels. These are the leaf levels. What is the level it is? It is a root level, and these are the parents. First one is parent 1 and second one is parent 2. This is the parent level. Next, these are the child levels, child 1 and child 2. And finally these are the leaf levels. See, once if you observe this parent level, right, this level is the parent for this child level. Okay, and again if you observe this, okay, if you have again some subleaves, right, this child level again acts as a parent level. For example, now I am taking this root is the okay, data scientist employees. Here I am taking, see, here I am taking one employee name, employee 1 name, and employee 2 name. For employee 2 name I am taking the employee ID, employee salary, or for example I am taking employee name. In this employee name I am going to take the first name, last name. Okay, like this we have to construct it. Last name. Okay, this is the representation of the hierarchical management system. In this way they are going to store in hierarchical management system. Again we are having some of the drawbacks in this hierarchical management system, right? That's why we move to the next model, that is network database management system. What are the main drawbacks in this Okay, what are the main drawbacks in this hierarchical management system means? Let us observe. Right. In this model, okay, only one programmer can interact with the database simultaneously. Why? Because it is a tree structured format. Once one of the user is interacted with it is not possible for the another user, another programmer to interact with the database. That is one of the main drawback in this. In this model, only one programmer can interact with the data simultaneously. There is here also security problem is there. Okay, there is no security for database information. Here also it is not possible to share the database to multiple users or to different places, that is different locations. It is one of the drawback that we are having, okay, in this hierarchical management system. It is not possible to share the database to multiple programmers or location. All right, these are the drawbacks that we are having in this. Yes. Now let us observe what is next model. What is the next model that we are having? That is a network database management system. What is the next network that we are having? Network database management system. Network database management system. Right. This is the which model it is. Already we discussed about file management system. Next, hierarchical management system. This is the third model in our DBMS, right? Network database management system is the third model of DBMS, which was designed and developed by, it is also developed, see, hierarchical is developed by IBM. This is also developed by the IBM only. Okay. See, when they are developing one project, that is IMS project, at that time they developed one model, that is hierarchical management system. When they are doing some enhancements, okay, they are doing some enhancing the features in IBM project in 1969. They developed one model. That model is called this network database management system. Right? Let us observe which was designed and developed by IBM company when they are enhancing the features of IBM project in the year 1969. Right, in the 1969 they done some of the enhancements in IBM project. At that time they developed one model. That model is called network database management system. It is also similar to the hierarchical management system model. How we are storing the data, similarly here also we are storing the data in the form of tree structure only. But the advantage in this model is that we are going to locate it, okay, whatever the database, okay, the tree structure format, that we can locate in a network environment, that we are going to locate it in a network environment. Now let us observe in this model, the data will stored in the form of tree structure. Similarly, okay, tree structure, and the advantage here it is we are going to locate it within networks environment. When we are going to store the data in a network's environment, what is the main advantage here? The main advantage of this network database management system is to share the required database to the multiple programmers at a time and communicate with the same database. Right here, multiple programmers can communicate with with the database at a same time. It is easy to communicate with the database, right? That is the main advantage in this network database management system. The main advantage of network database management system is to share the required database to the multiple programmers at a time and communicate with the same database This is about network database management system. In this network database management system also we can find some of the drawbacks, and then we will move to the next model. What are the drawbacks in this network database management system? Let us observe. Right. See, here also the same problem here also. There is no proper, some security is there, but it is not having that much of efficient security. Okay, no proper security for centralized database system. Here the redundancy is also increased, means there is a chance for the duplicate values, right? That is also main drawback here. Database redundancy will be increased, raise duplicate values, chance for duplicate values. All right, it occupies the drawback is it occupies more memory. The application performance is also reduced here. By using this model, right, it is reduced the application performance. Automatically users will get less, the responses will delay. Users will get delay responses. All right. Now, whatever that we discussed, till now, that is file management system, hierarchical management system, network database management system. All these above three models are outdated. Now, no one are using these models. Okay, all these three are outdated. Whatever the models that we discussed, okay, all these three models are outdated. Present, okay, we are using one of the model. That model is the fourth model of the DBMS. What is that model? Now present, all we are using that model, that is called RDBMS, that is a relational database management system. Now let us discuss about what is this relational database management system, right? Why it is that much of popular, why we are using this model now, right? See, relational database management system, that is RDBMS, relational database management system, is a fourth model of DBMS, which was designed and developed by one of the German scientists. His name is E.F. Cord. We are also called father of the database management system. E.F. Cord in 1970s. This RDBMS is developed, okay, developed by IBM scientist. He is an IBM scientist. His name is E.F. Cord, right? EF chord, he developed some of the chord rules. Some rules he developed and named as a chord rules. Those are 12 chord rules. 12 chord rules, right? What are those rules means? Once observe these rules. These are the rules that developed by German scientist which belongs to IBM company. His name is EF chord. He developed these 12 chord rules. Okay, named as a 12 chord rules, right? See, then he defined that if any database satisfies the minimum 6 chord rules, then the database management system is called a relational database management system product. Okay, what he defined means, okay, out of these whatever that rules that he defined, out of these 12 chord rules, if any DBMS is satisfies the minimum 6 chord rules, then that product is a relational database management system product. That is RDBMS product, right? If any database satisfies at least 6 chord rules, then the DBMS is called a what product? Is a RDBMS product. RDBMS product. Right? Here the relation can be defined. Okay, what is actually in this DBMS relation is there? What is this relation means? This relation can be defined as the commonness between the object. The commonness between the objects. Here relation can be defined as a commonness between the objects. The commonness between the objects. These relations can be classified into 3 ways. Classified into 3 ways. In that, those relations are, first one is one-to-one relation. Next, second one is one-to-many relation. Third one is many-to-many relation, right? Once if you observe the one-to-one relation, okay, an object can have a relationship with another object. One object can have a relationship with another object, then we call it is a one-to-one relationship. For example, if you take the employee and employee ID, employee and employee ID, there is a relationship between these two that is called one-to-one relationship. What is the relationship here? One-to-one relation. If you take student and student ID, why? Because student is having only one ID or employee is having only one ID. The relationship between these two objects is called a one-to-one relationship. Next, let us observe the second one, one-to-many relation. An object is having a relation with other many objects. Okay, an object can have a relationship with another object, other many objects, that is called a one-to-many relationship. For example, here I am taking the student, and then I am taking many objects in the right side. Yeah, a student can learn, okay, many courses. For example, a student can learn MySQL, student can learn R programming, student can learn Python programming. Okay, this type of a relation is called a, okay, what type of relation it is? It is a one-to-many relation. This type of relations is called one-to-many relations, right? Next, And last one is the many to many relationship, that many objects can be a relationship with an other many objects, that is called a many to many relation. For example, if you take the vendors, vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3 having a relationship with the products, product 1, product 2, product 3. Product 1 is having the relation with all the vendors, and vendor 1 is having the relation with all the products, right? These are the relations, okay, of the RDBMS. These are classified into these three. Okay, now let us observe this EF code. EF code was designed the above three relations, the above relations based on mathematical concept. The above three relations, what are the relations that we are having, one to one, one to many, and many to many, all these relations are designed based on the mathematical concept that is called as okay, those are called relational algebra. That is relational algebra. These three above relations are also called as above three relations are called as degree of relationship. Degree of relationship. Okay, this is about RDBMS, okay, and the quad rules and the relations. Next, let us observe the features of database management system. Okay, if you know the features of database management system, then we will get the importance of this DBMS, RDBMS. Right now, let us discuss about features, what we are having the features when compared to the above three models, that is file management system, hierarchical management system, and network database management system. Right, in this relational database management system, the data is stored in the format of tables. If you observe in file management system, then the data is stored in the format sequence. In hierarchical, here it is also tree structure. In network also, it is in tree structure, but in a network environment. Whenever if you observe in relational database management system, here the data, okay, is stored in the format of a table. In RDBMS model, the data should be stored in the format of table. Actually, what is a table? Table is a collection of rows and columns. Here, the vertical lines that what we are having is called as column, or also we can call as it is a field, or also we can call it is attribute, right? And the horizontal lines is called as row or record or tuple, right? Or tuple. The intersection, see whatever that we are having, see these are called the rows. These are called the rows, and these are the columns. The intersection between this row and column, okay, whatever the cell that we are having, that is called the intersection between row and column is called, it is called uh, cell, or also called as atomic. Okay, whatever the intersection between row and column, that we call it as a cell. Here, whatever the drawbacks that we are having in the above models, now here we are having those We are not having those drawbacks here. The RDBMS is going to provide the security, and it is very easy and very fast when compared to the previous models. Right now, let us observe some more features. RDBMS will provide pure security. Will provide pure security to the database information. Here, accessing the data is also very easy and it is user friendly. Accessing the data is very easy and user friendly. And it is user friendly. Right. RDBMS will provide sharing the database. Actually, it is not possible in the previous databases. Here, it is possible in this RDBMS. It is going to provide sharing the databases from one location to another location. One location to another location without losing the data. It is going to share without losing the data facility. Is the importance in this RDBMS, right? Here it is very easy to perform the manipulations, and it is going to improve the application performance, and it is going to avoid the redundancy problems. All right, it is. We are having so many. Now we are going to discuss in that some of that. It is easy to perform manipulations on tables data, right? This RDBMS will provide application performance, good performance, will improve application performance and avoid database redundancy problems, and is going to avoid the database redundancy problems, right? This is the introduction part of database management system. In this session we discussed about what is data, what is data actually, what is the example of the data, what is importance, what is the example of the information and example of the information, what is the difference between the data and information. Next, what is a database and what is database management system, and what are the models that we are having in this database management system. Okay, we are having 6 models. In the 6 models we discussed what is file management system, hierarchical management system, and network database management system. Whatever the models that we are having, these 3 models are outdated. Present the database that we are using, the database is called the 4th model of DBMS, that is relational database management system. Now we discussed about what is a relational database management system, who developed it, what he defined, right? How we are saying that this product is a RDBMS product, and what is the relation, how the relation is classified, from where it is designed, and next what are the features of the relational database management system, right? In the next session we are going to discuss about before constructing any house or before doing any project, first we have to design that in a model, in a graphical representation that we are going to design, right? Before constructing any house, first we have to plan how to set the house from ground level. Okay, what is the structure of the house? Similarly, if you want to do any project, first we have to model that in a graphical representation. First we have to model it, that is in a pictorial representation, and then we will start the work. Getting my point? See, if you want to develop any databases, right, any database, then first we have to model it, and then we have to start the design, and then we have to start the implementation. First we have to design, and then we have to start the implementation. Further, we are going to discuss about some of the ER relationship is there. what is entity relationship model, and then we will discuss about what is the structured query language, that is SQL,